So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are continuing our investing $1 a day series. This time we are in episode 13, which means we need to have a minimum of $91 invested into each asset. We are getting close to $100 invested into each asset, which is going to be cool just to see how much we've made once we reach $100 at each of them. That would be 100 days that the series had been going. So we're going to start things off in my Mint wallet. Gold and silver has been kind of crazy over the past week. Let's first go over our investment before we actually jump into the changes. So our total invested in gold was $58.44, and our total invested in silver was $49.07 for a total investment of $108.14. So if we look at the value of the investment, gold is at $58.81, silver $49.14 for a total value of $107.95. So we can see that gold has gone up, but silver unfortunately has gone down. So if we look at the chart here, we can see our last gold purchase, we were at $57.15. And then gold jumped up and it is now sitting at $59.25. So we are up a little bit in gold. However, silver, you can see that our last purchase, it was at $49.34. And now it is down to $49.14. So it did go up just a little bit. It was up to $50 and then it dropped back down. Now it hasn't dropped down by much, so we're still pretty close on our investment. I would say that's like breaking even pretty much. It's less or off by less than $1, so it's not really a big deal. But we do have over $100 invested, $108. And so that means we will not be making any new investments in precious metals, not probably for another couple weeks. But all in all, it's nice to see that we are breaking even. I am confident that gold and silver will go back up and it will continue to go up. But now let's jump into our next asset, which is stocks. So if we look at our stock investments, we are up almost 3% over the week, up almost 6% over the month, and up almost 9% over the 3 months. If we look at our individual investments, we can see that we are at AVAX, looks a little bit in the red, down by 3%. We only had, how much? Only had like $2 invested. Now it's down to $1.92. It was up a little bit, but we are up over the month by 8.5%, down by 23% over 3 months. But we actually just got into AVAX. I think it was last week was when we first put that $2 into it. So it's just the last week that we're down on just by a little bit of cents. So it's not really that bad. But if we check out our other investment, like Start Property Trust, we can see that we are up over the 3 months. We are actually up by 18%. That's really good. Up by 10% over 1 month and down by less than a percent over the week. It basically, I would call that staying even. Basically stayed even throughout the week. If we have a look at the analysis, we can see that it is still at an 85% buy and a 14% hold, 0% sell. We did get our dividend payment paid in, which is nice. It was reinvested into the stock. So we had a nice 48-cent dividend, and that is from just 1 share, which is really nice dividend payment. If we jump into ARMOUR Residential REIT, we are at almost 2% up over the week, down by over 2% over the month, and almost broke even over 3 months, not even 1% that we are down by. Now, as you can see, we do have another dividend coming in. This one's going to be 32 cents. This is going to be at the end of the month, which is really nice that at the end of every single month, we're getting a dividend from ARMOUR Residential REIT. It's nice. It's nice having a monthly dividend payout, especially for a stock that is paying out such a high dividend. It's a very cheap stock and it's paying out really high dividends. If we look at the analysis, it has not changed. It is at a 100% hold, 0 sell, and 0 buy. So it is still a really good stock to hold on to. If we jump into our next one, EOG Resources, you can see that we are up by 5% over 3 months, up by 14% over 1 month, and up by 5% over the week. So we are just doing really well with our stocks this week. The analysis has not changed here as well. It's at 82% buy, 17% hold, and a 0% sell. So it is still doing great. I do not see any dividend payments coming in yet. This is actually, here we go. So we got a 29-cent dividend coming in. So it has been, looks like it's been, well, actually has been a whole quarter since we bought this now, finally. So we got 29 cents, and this is from how much of a share? 0.35. So we have about a third of a share, a little over a third of a share, and we are getting 29 cents, which is not bad. EOG Resources is paying a really high dividend. Does it actually show here? I don't think it does. Oh, there it is. Dividend yield 7.25%. So it is a really high dividend yield, and the stock is performing well. So everything is looking good there in EOG. And then we have our newest purchase, QYLD. You can see we are breaking even over the week, up 3% over the month, and up 4% over 3 months. Now, we just bought this last week, so of course there won't be any dividend coming in. So this is me in post-production. Somehow, some way, my audio went completely out for the rest of the video. So I will just be kind of narrating over what I did. This series seemed to be, I don't know if it's cursed. I'm not going to say it's cursed, but I've been having a lot of technical issues doing this series lately. Maybe it's might just be time to get some new equipment. That could very well be it. But what I decided to do with stocks was to just put the whole $7 into QYLD. So that way we can have more of a share. With it being $18 per share, of course, it's going to take over 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks before we can have a full share. But since it is doing really well and it's a monthly dividend stock, I'm looking forward to owning as many shares as possible. So jumping into crypto, into DEX Finance, we of course went into the USDEX Plus as usual, and we are sitting at $34.23. So that has not changed at all, which is good because it is supposed to be a stable coin, so it is staying stable. Everything else is pretty much the same. We are still earning 15% APR, and we have earned 90 cents USDEX from that APR, and we still have 20 cents in our released principal. So everything is still going good there. Now over in DEX vaults, it turns out that the vault that I was in, the Blue Chip Bull, has stopped paying. The APY has dropped down to 0.07% and 0% daily. So what I decided to do was to take the little bit that I had in there, was $45.51, and put that into a different vault. It is down from the $48 and change that we had last week. The value of the assets have dropped down, and as you can see, everyone is pretty much pulling out of the vault just because it is no longer paying. The one that I decided to jump back into was the Bull Run Bandit vault. It is very similar to the previous vault. It is Bitcoin and Ethereum paying 32.51% APY. So it is a nice one to get into, especially if you're just bullish about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the overall crypto market. It is a 100% compound vault, so there won't be no harvesting of profits, which is fine by me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the $45 out of the other one and put it into this vault. All right, so everything is done. So I did put a little bit extra. There's $46.72 into the vault. Just put like, I think it was like an extra dollar, not that much, maybe a little over a dollar. But we are going to keep it here. I won't be adding any more into this one this week. Instead, I'll be saving my $7 for the crypto lending, which has been doing really well. Now over to KuCoin for crypto lending. Now I am very, very surprised at how well our $7 did. We actually earned 4 cents in interest from lending out that $7 in the Axie token. I was completely surprised. I did not expect anyone to actually want to borrow that $7, but they did. And as you can see, they borrowed several times a day. Had several different transactions, averaging about 20 transactions a day. Each one did pay out a little bit of interest. The interest was very little. It was less than a cent. But when you put that times 20, then it turns out half a cent. So we're earning about half a cent a day from lending out the Axie Infinity token. So what I decided to do was I decided to take the full $7 and to invest it into Axie Infinity. So that way we can start lending out $14 instead of just $7. And hopefully we can double the profits that we're getting. Start getting 8 cents a week rather than just 4 cents a week. So that's what I decided to do with our crypto investment. So now for the quick recap, we are up on our crypto lending. The $7.51 has earned us 4 cents in profits in interest, and so we are doing well there. Hopefully once we start lending out the $14, then we will start earning double the interest. Over in Dex Finance, so we are in a new vault. We didn't earn anything from the previous vault, so we're not really up, down a little bit, but in US Dex we are up as usual. In stocks we are up. The only one that was down was AVAX, but just like that we can see that it turned green. So all in all, we are doing really well. Plus we have the dividend payments, and of course in metals we are pretty much breaking even, not really up or down by much. But all in all, I am feeling good about our investments. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you liking our investments? Do you think they're a little too safe? Would you like to see us do something a little more risky? Do you have anything that's going well for you? Anything you're invested in that's doing really well and you want me to check it out? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.